The Sicilian mob tube voodoo teddy bear. Fluffy enough to cuddle, cursed enough to shut a clown up. Listen up, patients. You ever wish you could take all the nonsense, all the crybaby live streams, all the I know real guys jabbering from MobTube, and squeeze it into something adorable that also ruins their whole afternoon? Well, congratulations, sweetheart. Your dreams came true. Meet the Sicilian MobTube voodoo teddy bear. Handcrafted in the old country by Nonna Malocchio herself. Stuffed with shredded cease and desist letters, broken e-cig cartridges, expired cannoli cream, and just a pinch of Sicilian spite. This ain't Build-A-Bear, baby. This is Break-A-Bum. Features: curse-activated stitching, stick a pin in his arm. Some guy on MobTube drops a "My Trolls Are After Me" video in 90 seconds flat. Stick a pin in his belly. Instant meltdown. You're all obsessed with me! Stick a pin in his ass. He starts a 3-hour live stream expose on absolutely nobody. Sicilian soundboard mode. Press the paw and you'll hear classics such as, "You don't respect me? I'm calling my lawyer. I know a guy, you hear me? I'm the realest guy on the internet." Recorded live from actual MobTube cry sessions for maximum authenticity. Built-in protection charm. On his chest, a tiny stitched cornicello keeps curses away from you and redirects them back to the jabroni who earned them. Optional upgrade: the Sicilian Nana Rage Pack. Includes wooden spoon for disciplinary blessings, a mini rosary that rattles when liars lie, a bag of cursed oregano, do not use in food unless you're mad at someone, customer reviews, Mikey the Hammer, Long Island. Poke the Bear, the guy went live crying about shadow banning. Beautiful. Deb Roberts, Utah. It is an abomination, but it works. Admiral Impeach, Boston. I used one and took down a fake biker and a bum cocksucker with one pin. Perfect for revenge light. Stress relief, Sicilian sorcery. Any creator sick of internet tough guys. The Sicilian MobTube voodoo teddy bear. One squeeze and the clown shuts up.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Analyzing Evil. The Psychology of Clout Chasers. A Pizzaverse Studios production. In association with Palermo Productions. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent DiPrio. Let me ask you something. How many times have you seen it? A random argument online? A sudden controversy? A person you never heard of? Suddenly everywhere. You click. You watch. You react. And just like that, you've done exactly what they wanted. Today on Analyzing Evil, this ain't just about them. It's about you. And the system you're part of. You are the target. Every click you make, every comment you leave, every share you hit. That's currency. Attention. And in today's world, attention is power. Clout chasers understand this better than anyone. They don't need talent. They don't need truth. They need one thing: your attention. The hook. You ever notice how it starts? Something outrageous. Something emotional. Something that makes you stop scrolling. That ain't an accident. That's design. Because your brain is wired to react to conflict, to drama, to anything that feels urgent. They know that. And they use it. The insertion. Then comes the move. They jump into conversations that ain't theirs. They insert themselves into drama they didn't create. They attach themselves to bigger names. Why? Because proximity to attention creates attention. The performance. Now watch closely. The reactions get bigger, louder, more exaggerated. Because subtle don't work online. They perform anger. They perform outrage. They perform confidence. And the more you react, the more they escalate. The reward system. Every time you engage, you reinforce the behavior. Likes, comments, shares, even hate. Especially hate. Because the algorithm doesn't care why you clicked. It just knows you did. And it rewards them for it. The illusion. Here's the part most people miss. A lot of what you're watching ain't real. It's exaggerated, scripted, or completely manufactured. But it feels real. And that's all that matters. Why you keep watching. Now this is where it gets uncomfortable. Because it ain't just about them. It's about you. Your brain is wired for stimulation, for novelty, for conflict. And clout chasers feed that, over and over again, until watching becomes a habit.
Jeff Nadu's Total Rat Roadmap. Because why just read about rats when you can be one? Are you tired of breaking your balls trying to earn respect the old-fashioned way? You want to skip the work, skip the honor, and go straight to the part where the government pays your rent? Then boy, do we got something for you! Introducing Jeff Nadu's Total Rat Roadmap. The only self-help crime kit approved by multiple federal districts. What's inside? Step-by-step guide to snitching like a pro. Practice testimony flashcards with Sammy the Bull's signature eye roll. Top 10 rat excuses for betraying your crew. Crime scene adhesive tape so you feel like a real reporter. Government cheese recipe book. Bonus DVD, how to tell mob stories without ever leaving your house. Once you complete the program, you'll be on the phone with the FBI faster than a mob boss can say, "Who flipped?" Want to take down a criminal empire? Or maybe just your neighbor with a loud Camaro? Total Rat Roadmap got you, kid. Testimonials. Sammy from Arizona says, this kit made me feel nostalgic. Donnie's podcast, please don't air my episode. Jeff himself says, I'm not a rat, I just know a lot of them. Disclaimer: side effects may include obsessive knowledge of mob history, leather jacket syndrome, talking like you grew up in Bensonhurst when you're really from Pennsylvania, and uncontrollable urges to interview murderers. Call now! Order in the next 30 minutes and get a free add-on. Jeff Nadu's Emergency Witness Protection Starter Pack. Includes sunglasses, a fake mustache, and a bus ticket to Nebraska. Jeff Nadu's Total Rat Roadmap, because loyalty is overrated and fame pays better.
The cycle. You watch. They grow. They escalate. You react. They get rewarded. And the cycle continues. Endlessly. The moral. Clout chasers don't exist without an audience. They don't grow without engagement. And they don't succeed without attention. That means, whether you realize it or not, you're part of the system. The question is, are you controlling your attention? Or is someone else controlling it for you? The internet didn't invent attention-seeking behavior, but it perfected it. And in a world where attention is currency, there will always be people willing to do anything to get it. This has been Analyzing Evil. Analyzing Evil. A Pizzaverse Studios production. In association with Palermo Productions. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent Di Prio. If you're starting to see the patterns, if you're starting to recognize the game, you're already ahead of most people. Subscribe. Because here in the Pizzaverse, we don't just watch the chaos. We expose it. Thanks for watching. To support the channel, Cash App Bambiwar.
Tay Wilkins, The Power Poise Collection. A Pizzaverse. Luxury line for women who run empires and everybody knows it. Some broads walk in with a plan. Tay Wilkins? She walks in with the agenda. You don't just meet Tay, you get audited by her presence. The products: Executive Energy, Cologne Spray. Smells like competence, ambition, and just a dash of fear. Notes: Vanilla Ledger, Steel Espresso, and the tears of middle management. Deadline red lipstick stays on longer than your excuses. One swipe, and you're instantly promoted, or at least respected out of fear. Boardroom burn candle. Scented with sandalwood, jet fuel, and faint regret. Perfect for conference calls or silent judgment. Respectfully unavailable planner, a sleek black book embossed with gold lettering. Every page says, "Not my problem." When deadlines crumble and weak men mumble, Tay Wilkins don't raise her voice, she raises productivity. She don't need validation, she is the performance review. And if you don't like it, file a complaint. She'll read it, laugh, and use it as a coaster. This ain't just fragrance, sweetheart. It's a corporate takeover. Smells like success, final warnings, and one-way tickets to unemployment. Confidence ain't loud. It's Tay Wilkins quiet in a room just by existing. Tay Wilkins, the Power Poise Collection. Grace under fire, style under oath.
It starts with a clip, a post, a moment taken out of context, or exactly as it happened. And then the internet finds it. Comments flood in. Opinions form instantly. Judgment comes fast. Too fast. Because online, there is no investigation, no courtroom, no defense, just accusation and reaction. Psychologists call it mob mentality, the loss of individual judgment inside a crowd. But online, the crowd never sleeps. Strangers become judges. Followers become juries. And punishment happens in real time. Careers collapse. Reputations vanish. Lives change. In a matter of hours. Sometimes it's justified. Sometimes it's not. But once the internet decides, there's no going back. Next time on Analyzing Evil, we break down the psychology behind cancel culture. Why people join the mob. Why outrage spreads so fast. And why public judgment has become a form of digital execution. Analyzing Evil. Cancel culture and public executions. Coming soon